Welcome back to Dezavi Productions. My name is Dezavi. Today, I'm going to show you what grooves are in Ableton and how to use them. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, hit that notification button so you don't miss a session. Without further ado, let's get to it. Alright guys, first and foremost, what is a groove? A groove is a rhythm that can be applied to a MIDI or audio clip to change the timing and feel. This is especially useful if you have a heavily quantized clip that you want to add subtle humanization to. This gives the music a more natural feel. Think of it kind of like swing in other music production software, but it's not like swing, it's a little bit more intricate and detailed. So, how do you apply a groove? There are two methods to applying a groove, but first, let's go ahead and play the clip that we're going to be applying the groove to. This is a simple eighth note pattern drum loop. Alright, to select the groove, we're going to go to Categories, go to Grooves, and in here I've already pre-selected one. Now, when selecting a groove, it's best to pick a groove that matches the note pattern inside your clip. So since mine is an eighth note pattern drum loop, I want to pick a groove that has an eighth note pattern as well. So here I found one that says Jazz Swing Mid-Tempo Accent Eighths. So we're simply going to click and drag this onto the clip that I want to assign it to. And as you can see, once we drag it in there, the groove pool opens up here below the browser. If we double click on the clip, here below the links, you're going to see groove, and we have the groove that we just selected. So I'm going to undo this. Now the second method is by opening up the groove pool, which is already open here. If you don't have it open, go ahead and click on the little circle with little waves here, this little icon. This is your groove pool icon. And next we're going to click and drag this down into the groove pool. And then we're going to go into the clip itself, go to groove, and we're going to select the groove that we just dropped into the groove pool. Now, as you can see, the first method is the quickest and easiest way to add a groove. One thing that I forgot to mention is that you can actually audition grooves before you add them into the groove pool or your clip by simply clicking on the groove and cycling through the grooves here. Alright, we're going to stop it there. Now, for you to better understand the functions of the parameters, it's best if you actually visually see the groove itself. To do that, we're going to simply click and drag the groove into an empty MIDI track. And I'm going to double click on the clip here. And we're going to zoom in. Now, as you can see, some of these MIDI notes are off timing. The velocity is very variant. And this is the rhythm itself. What happens with these numbers here, the bass, the quantize, the timing, the random velocity, the percentages mean how much the groove is going to affect the clip itself. So the bass here, this is what the timing is going to be based off of. So since we have an eighth note pattern, we're going to stick with the eighth note bass. The quantized percentage is how much of your clip is going to be quantized before the groove is applied. Next, we have timing. Think of this as your wet and dry parameter. So if we go down to 0, we're going to play the clip. And if we go to higher, so as you can see, the higher the percentage, the more the groove is going to affect the clip. Now random, this is a percentage of how random the pattern is going to be so that it's not consistent and persistent, but rather a little bit different. And this kind of gives you like a live playing kind of feel. So we're going to go to about a 30, let's go with about a 30% timing and about a 20% random percentage. And if we go higher, this is how random the timing would be. Now, velocity, this is how much influence the velocity of the groove has over the velocity of your clip. Notice how this can go into negative values. When this goes into negative values, the velocity will be reversed. Loud notes will play quiet, quiet notes will play loud. We're going to leave this at about an 80%. Okay, down here in the bottom right hand corner, we have global amount. The global amount controls the amount of influence that all of the grooves inside the groove pool have over the clips that they are assigned to. Now, another thing that we want to talk about is committing a groove to a clip. So essentially, when you commit a groove to a clip, let's say we're going to go to the clip here. And let's go ahead and go back first. So we're going to go to 40% timing with about a random of 26 and a velocity of 44. So let's go to the clip that's assigned to it. And right here where it says groove, we have the hot swap groove and we have the commit groove button. When you hit the commit groove button, what you're doing is you're overriding the information that you have on your clip with the information from the groove. So if you hit commit, you're going to see now that all the information that we had on our original clip is now changed to the groove, to the information of the groove. So I'm going to undo that. And we're going to go back here. And if you're not happy with the groove that you have, you can quickly hot swap it, let's say with tight cool. So now it's the same kind of deal, but now we've just quickly swapped it without having to add it to the clip again and doing all that cool stuff. So I'm going to play this. So this is how you add a groove to a MIDI clip. The same is said for a audio clip. So let's go ahead and add this to an audio clip that I have here. I'm going to add it to the piano. Let's go ahead and unmute the piano. And we're going to go. The original sounds like this. Oh, 0. Now, as we apply the information, let's go ahead and turn up the percentages here. So as you can see, using smaller percentages gives you a much better feel. So I'm going to go a little bit lower. And if we play them together, let's go ahead and make sure that we have the correct one here. Let's go ahead and go with that one. If we push it up. All right. There are two other things that you could do with grooves. And the first one is you can actually edit a groove. So as you can remember, we have the MIDI track here with the groove that we added. And if you want, you can alter this groove. Let's say you want to move it this way, move this note this way, turn down the velocity here, turn down the velocity here, move this a little bit forward. Let's say you're happy with this groove, okay? This is something that you like. You can simply click and drag the MIDI clip down into the groove pool. And now you have an edited groove that you can apply to your other clips. Another thing you can do is let's go ahead and turn off the groove here on the piano. And let's say we like the rhythm that the piano has, right? We can actually extract the groove from the piano and add it to the drums. So let's say I'm going to right click here and I'm going to go to extract groove. So it's going to extract it. So now we have it here. It says piano high range pattern, E minor. Okay, so E sharp minor. So we're going to go to the clip here for the drums, and we're going to change this to the piano. So let's go ahead and play this together. So as you can see, there are multiple ways that you can approach grooves inside of Ableton, but this is the basics of using grooves. I hope you guys found this video helpful. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you at the next session.